Hey, what's up? It's Khoa here. In this video, I just want to share with you um, the reasons why I got married later on in life. So, a lot of people, I find that they get married early on in their lives, right? They got married in the early 20s or mid 20s or even early 30s. But for me, I got married at age 38, 39. So, I officially got married last year. It was in 2020 during a pandemic, and it was just a ceremony. So I didn't have a reception or anything. It was just at the Chinese Friendship Garden, which is based in Sydney, and it was just about 10 people. And my parents, they live in Perth. So if you don't know, Perth is actually a different state in Australia. It's about 5 hour flight from Sydney, so it's one of the most isolated cities in the world. And my parents lived there, and obviously they couldn't be there physically, but I had to FaceTime my parents to actually see the wedding. So it was a very different type of experience, right? But I finally did it. I got married at age 38. I'm 39 now, and I actually went back to Perth to do the official wedding. So age 38, 39, I got married. But my vision, the way I envisioned marriage for me was that I always thought that I would get married at age 27. That was my due date, right? So when I was growing up in my early 20s, I was always very ambitious. So I was a very ambitious person, always had a lot of goals, I was very curious about a lot of things. I was reading a lot of books, as you can probably tell. And I was always really curious about things in the world, and always wanted to try new things. I wanted to travel, so that was one of my goals, to travel around the world. So I worked in a cleaning job, I worked in a cafeteria, worked in all these little jobs, and I was just saving up my money, and I managed to save up enough money to travel around the world. It cost me about $17,000 at the time, but I finally did it. That was one of my things I ticked off the list. I wrote books, I just did a lot of things, right? So as you can tell, I was very ambitious. I'm still very ambitious today. And marriage to me was always, I'll do it later. I want to achieve my goals first. I want to do this. I want to do this. And that was always been my thing. And then age 27 turned around, and I was in a relationship, 11-year relationship, and it didn't happen. I didn't get married. I still wanted to do things. I was doing events at the time, so I was doing public speaking. I was doing seminars, and I was living at the Philippines at the time, and yeah, it was this amazing period of my time when I was just going after my dreams, just doing things. I didn't have many responsibilities at the time, so yeah, that was my thing. And then 30s came around, and I was thinking, oh, holy crap, I'm in my 30s. What's gonna happen with marriage? And then in my early 30s, that's when my 11-year relationship ended. It ended, and I could not believe it. Things just didn't work out, and it just really just went downhill from that point. So my 11-year relationship ended with my previous partner, and then what happened was I just went through a period of partied. I just went out and partied, because I didn't really do that when I was growing up. I was very studious. I was studying a lot of things, playing around with computers, and I was just learning a lot of things. So that was me. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And then I found someone else, and then we dated for several years, and then that didn't work out. So I went through two long relationships, one 11 years, another one 3 years. And then by the time that happened, I was in my mid-30s, and I'm still ambitious. I'm still doing things. I moved from Perth to Sydney, and I'm working on my own projects. And then I'm thinking, I remember there was one point I realized that I was in my mid-30s, and I realized, hang on, one of my dreams is to have kids. I've got a lot of goals, got a lot of ambitions, but one of my dreams is to have kids, to be married, have a family. And when is that going to happen? I asked myself that question. When is it going to happen, Khoa? And I realized I'm in my 30s now. If I don't do something about this now, then, and if I keep going after my goals and put wedding and marriage on the side, then that's not going to happen. It might happen in my mid-40s, it might happen in my 50s. And I was thinking, this is not good. I have to really do something about this. So then that's when I started dating for keeps, right? So I started going out there and started trying to find people. Started dating to find someone, well, I'm gonna settle down with. It's not just for fun or anything like that. Not like I was doing that previously for fun, but this time was really serious. And that's when I met my now wife, Nicola, and then yeah, things took off. 2 years later, we got married, and yeah, and the thing is, my attitude towards marriage was actually very negative, to be honest, because I'm so used to seeing a lot of people getting divorced. I'm so used to thinking that you can't really, it's hard to live with someone, and you're not going to have time by yourself, you're not going to be able to work on your own things, it's too much responsibility, it sucks, all these type of things. And I remember when I was best man for my friend's wedding, we used to walk down the street, we were dressed up in suits, people drive past and they used to think, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, they used to tell us that. And I didn't have a really positive experience with people getting married, because I just saw so many negative things about it. That was probably another reason why I put it behind me so long. But being married, I'm 100%, I'm not just saying this because I'm on camera or anything, but I'm honestly saying this, is that I'm happy being married. I'm really happy. It's hard to describe, but when you find someone that you really do love and you can joke about things and you do get along. Obviously there's things that you don't get along with. That's normal, right? But overall you do get along with this person, right? I think it's really good because you work as a team, and you do things, you share a lot of great moments together, you share a lot of sad moments together, and it really does make you feel like a whole person. I don't have kids yet, I'm working on that, but it makes you feel that you're a whole person. And if I were to go back in time and talk to my younger self, I'll tell my younger self that marriage isn't so bad. It's actually pretty cool. You don't have that time where you don't have that freedom where you go out there and do whatever you want, but you do have that thing where you share. It's a really amazing feeling when you get to share something with someone, and you're building things together, like such as you might go out and buy a house together, you go on holidays together, you watch Netflix together. It's a really great feeling. So I gotta say that being married is a great thing. It really does equal to happiness. Obviously, if you're going through bad times, that's a different story. You gotta really work at it. But for me, so far so good. I'm happy being married. So it's really great. I'm not looking at anyone else or anything like that. It's a really great experience for me. So I got married at age 38, turning 30. I'm turning 40 this year, and I think obviously I'll be having kids in my 40s if things go well. And I'm one of those guys that got married later on in life, and I don't have any regrets about it, to be honest. I think I did it right. I think I did the right move, because I reckon that if I got married in my early 20s, I'll grow up a lot faster, but there'll be a lot of things that's in the back of my mind that I wish I would have done. So I wish I wrote that book, I wish I traveled the world, I wish I bought that property, I wish I made a YouTube channel, all these things. I think I would have done that. And I reckon that because I was very ambitious, very goal oriented, I was able to go out there and do so many things in my 20s and 30s. I don't have any regrets because I've done a lot of things already. So it really adds that maturity into marriage. So that's what I personally think, is that if you're mature, if you have that maturity in that marriage, then things are just going to really work out. That's the reason why I got married later on in life. That's my little life story. Let me know. I'm really curious about when you guys got married. Very curious about how that's going. Any tips and advice on marriage and how that's working for you. So let me know how you guys go, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.